What is up, guys? Today I'm going to show y'all how to hold A on Akhet as pathogen. It's a super strong hold if you ever find yourself on this map playing as pathogen. What I like to do is run up before the match even starts, shut this door, throw down a shroom wall, and then you're going to back up here. You can use the little zone barrier that will be here in-game to hide your killer queens. It will be in about that position there. But what this does is from the other side, what they see, that's not right. What they see is a shroom wall, so whenever they round the corner and they see that, they're going to want to shoot that down, and then bam, there's still a door to go through. So from there, what you can do, you can stand close, keep your second wall ready, throw that down, or you can back up here, place your wall here, and then it gives you an angle into the corner, and I'll open that up real quick, show y'all that angle. So they broke down the walls, you know, you've got this second wall back here. Bam, if they try to peek into that corner there to check this, you've got an angle on them, you've got cover left and right, you can move either way. You can come over here, it gives you a little bit bigger opening on the doorway, and then it does allow you to get all the way over to the pillar and this little wall. Or, if you're not a fan of that angle, you can set it up here. Not a super fan of this one, just because it is kind of a worse spot to put it. You can get a little bit of an angle there, get an angle there, and then it gives you the wall. The only problem with this angle, in my opinion, is if you play back here, like I said, they can get in this corner and plant. That's why I personally prefer to have my wall over here. And big thing is make sure you put it forward a little bit of this wall, just because it does help minimize the angle that they have on you. Just small things to think about. Try it out. This wall placement with the second wall, as you do only get 2 a game on pathogen, or 2 a round. Just things to think about. Whichever angle you like to hold more. I like this because they will try to step into that little corner and fight you, and you can just send, you know, a couple shot bursts, duck, couple shot bursts, duck. And if you do this a couple of times, couple shots, duck, give them a couple of shots. If they duck out first, you can reposition here, and then you get the wide angle, and then they're not going to really be expecting to see you or shoot at you until they get into the corner. So then you get a little bit of a heads-up play there. If you're fast enough, get the knife out, get over here, and then you've got a more open angle on the door. I really do like solo holding A as pathogen on this map, just because between the door, first shroom wall, and if you choose to go with that shroom wall placement or second shroom wall on this door, you can, I mean, just almost stall the game for the offense. I mean, you can just prevent them from getting onto A site entirely, because there's only 3 ways onto A. You've got A main here, which you have just cut off entirely. They either have to waste a ton of ammo or abilities uses trying to get that down, or if they carry any of the utility pistols, they gotta, you know, burners, blasters, they gotta waste uses on those that they are no longer able to use against your team. The only other ways to get onto A are through mid, coming through the little aqueduct here, or going through spawn and coming in behind you. But if either of those are happening and your team's not making you aware, there's nothing you can do. That's just a team diff at that point. They've got you beat from the word go if your team's not communicating that they're through those sites to you. And then from A, you can give assistance to your teammate mid as well. You can smoke off mid for them. If they're getting pushed, that kind of puts hesitation on the offense, allows your teammate to fall back towards B or towards A and then, you know, you can play from there. If you're looking for tips on how to prevent the aqueduct push, it really is just hold mid better than they can take it, and keep an ear out, because you will hear that sound coming through. Let me run over here to mid and kind of show y'all that real quick, if they do decide to push you. Because I mean, in order to get to the aqueduct, you have to entirely lose mid or top side of B, which at that point, if they take top B, they'll just plant there. But you'll hear them running, you'll hear that, and they're going to land in this area. So what I like to do, if I'm over here, throw my first one for the wall placements, throw that one about there, and then whenever they come through, didn't get enough of a jump on that one, let me run back around, show y'all real quick. They've just activated your trap, giving you free damage. They're going to get freaked out a little bit because they're taking extra damage. Most people aren't going to try to stand in that and win a gunfight, depending on wherever you're at on site at the time. Or if you're not on site, say you've rotated towards B to help your team and it was end up being a fake, they land on that. It gives you info that your enemy's on A site and you need to rotate over quickly. This corner is very useful, but it is very well known, so be prepared for this angle to be thought of, util to be used, and abilities to be thrown at you to flush you out. If the enemy team has a Kismet, a lot of times they will try to run into this corner, so if you hear her use her abilities, check this corner. There will be a Kismet there. I would say probably 8 or 9 times out of 10. You can play back here if you're leaving the door open. Say you've ran that wall trick on them 2 or 3 rounds, right? They always send a guy over just to check it. You can sit here and jump peek A main. If anybody comes, you'll know. I mean, you'll hear them, but this way you can get a visual on them if you're fast enough and accurate enough. Which jumping accuracy in the game is not going to help you at all. You might be able to get a shot off on them, get some free 20, 30 damage on them if you do manage to land one. But this little jump peek gives you, you know, vision over, lets you see who's coming down main, and then you can fall back, play for sight. If you're playing retake on A, your team does get over here, or, you know, say they full sent down A main, you get flushed back. It's a nice little angle to hold, allow your team to rotate over, wall placements for cover, and don't ever forget that you can use your knife for free movement, because you can be higher than they're expecting, because if they're holding a headshot height angle with their reticle and they know you're back here, you jump, dash, well, they go to shoot headshots, it's now chest shots. You're not getting melted as quickly, you're at an off angle, you're at an off elevation. Those are just a couple of things to consider throughout any match, any Lancer. The knife dash off elevations are very nice, and you can use it to jump peek as well. So you can come out here, get a peek, and then you're back behind the wall. You've spotted enemies. They haven't got a shot off on you. If they do, they've not killed you. There's no way they're hitting a headshot with any gun, really. Whenever you jump peek out, your head's above normal height elevation, and then you immediately dash back out once you get that vision. And that's useful on any Lancer, any map, offense or defense, any time in the game. Thank y'all for checking out today's video. Hopefully you learned a little on how to hold A here on Akhet, maybe how to play Pathogen a little bit, or maybe just the knife peek was useful to you. If there's anything else, any other Lancers, any maps that y'all want a little tutorial on, leave it in the comments, drop a like, and I will try to get around to making that for y'all as soon as I can. But yeah, thank y'all for checking it out.